If you've ever said, I know the truth, why do you still miss them? And if clarity didn't kill the attachment, why somehow clarity made it louder? Stay with me. See, this episode isn't about weakness. It isn't about going back. It isn't about confusing love with pain. It's simply about understanding why attachment doesn't disappear just because the truth showed up. See, if you're listening to this while driving, I want to tell you right now, you might be walking, running, maybe even laying down. You don't need to take notes. No. Just let this explain something that you've been judging yourself for. I want to start off by saying, I want you to think about your phone. Pick your phone up for me. Mine is right here. I'm holding it in my hand. Right? I got several phones. However, I can go into my phone right now and I can delete an app. But that doesn't make my phone forget instantly, because they got something that's called cache data. It's spelled CACHED data, right? Got saved passwords. You even have background processes still running. Even after deletion, the system remembers what was once there. I want to tell you the truth, so I hope you're listening. Attachment works the same way. See, you didn't just connect emotionally. Your nervous system was synced. Your routines adjusted. You identify with what you adapted to, right? Everything, some of those apps, they still have your face recognition. Your identity is on this stuff, right? Even when you delete it. So when the truth shows up, it deletes the illusion, but the attachment is still processing. I want to tell you that's real data. Attachment is real data. Mental data. See, missing them doesn't mean that you were wrong. It means that the system hasn't fully recalibrated yet. And that's what we're going to unpack today. If you've been questioning yourself for missing them, I want you to hear this clearly. Missing someone does not mean that you should go back. And by the end of this training, you should hear why. I'm going to say some things that's going to speak directly to your questions, directly to the unanswered things that you think about constantly. And I want to start with point one. Attachment is not an agreement. It's not. Your attachment is not approval. You can miss someone and still know they was not safe for you. You can even feel lonely and still choose distance. You know what I'm talking about. How you be longing for them. How that feeling that you feel like I need them, I want them around me. Yes, you could have that feeling, but you could still choose distance. See, missing them doesn't mean that you were wrong about the truth. It just means that your nervous system hasn't caught up to your clarity yet. See, attachment works like a habit. You can crave something that you already decided that wasn't good for you. There's many people right now who crave a certain type of candy. I want you to think about that. What type of candy that you have an attachment with, that you crave, but you know good and well that it is just not good for you? Yo, I have these, you know what? I was going to look and try to see if I can find it, but I have these candy worms that I just love. But every time I eat them, I get sick. Just about. This is real life, guys. And I'm trying to break this stuff down in a simple math so that you could get to the place that you want and desire to be. I want to tell you that craving from that attachment doesn't mean that you were wrong for leaving. It means that your nervous system is still unwinding repetition. Missing someone is not a vote for their behavior. I might have to say that one more time because I think someone may have literally missed that. Missing someone is not a vote for their behavior. Missing them does not mean that you was wrong. See, a lot of people think that if I miss them, maybe I was wrong. No. See, you're confusing emotional withdrawal with moral disagreement. Missing someone doesn't mean you were wrong about the truth. It simply means that your body hasn't recalibrated yet. Always remember this, that attachment explains why you feel it, not why you should act on it. Let's go to point number 2. Why clarity can make missing them feel even worse. You found out the truth, the clarity of why you had to do this. Why does it make it feel like it's so worse? Now, this may surprise a few people. What I'm getting ready to say next, it may make you feel like, I totally get it now. But see, clarity removes confusion, but it also removes hope. And hope was the cushioning to the attachment. See, when hope disappears, the bond that you once had, it feels exposed. That's why missing them can feel sharper after you finally know the truth. Not because you want them back, but because of the fantasy. It finally collapsed. I want to say this a little bit more clear, and I hope you understand. Listen closely. Clarity, it makes missing them worse because it removes the hope, the distraction. It removes negotiation. It removes all those things all at one time. See, before clarity, the mind was busy. And after clarity, the heart finally feels safe. See, hope is emotional anesthesia. Have you ever went to a dentist's office and they had to do some work on you? And you said, hey, you can put this anesthesia in me, but I won't go to sleep. And I remember myself, I tried to do the same thing. And I said, you know what? I'm going to count to 100 and I'm going to show you I'm going to still be up. I don't remember getting past 17. Well, see, when you are in a relationship and you have been loving for so long and you have been hoping for so long, that hope sometimes is what puts you there in that place for even longer. It's anesthesia. And you're ignoring things. Let me give you another example of what I'm saying. When that anesthesia hits you of hope, right? You say, maybe they'll change. Maybe I misunderstood. Or maybe it wasn't that bad. The attachment, it had cushioning. But when clarity hits, no. There's no more maybe. There's no more bargaining. There's no more future projections. What you miss isn't the person, it's the hope that made that attachment survive. See, clarity is your best friend. And I think if you was going to ask God for anything, it should be, God, give me more clarity. What I want you to do in the comments, if you're on Facebook, I want you to put right now, God, give me more clarity. If you're on YouTube right now, I want you to put, God, give me more clarity. Because when you have the true clarity, it dismisses the hope. Because now the truth has arrived. It dismisses you from being asleep. So many people say, man, they've been sleeping a long time. Many relationships are asleep right now. There's no growth. They're stagnant. There's no movement. They're asleep right now. And right now, you that I may be talking to right now, you may be in a position of trying to heal, but you can't because you're asleep right now. So yeah, asking for clarity is something that I would do. And if you haven't gotten my book yet, come into number 21 if you're on Facebook, and I'll send you a link to how to access it. And for those of you that are on YouTube or any other social media platform or just listening to me in your car, you can go to markleejr.com and you can get it there. It's a lot cheaper. Amazon is double the price. But this book have been changing so many lives. I get inboxes every day. People saying how much they have been blessed and how they are going to the next level. And I just thank God. I'm very humble about it. And I just want to touch as many people as I can. Let's move along. Let's go to point number 3 that I want to make. What you actually miss is what? That's my question to you. Point number 3. What you actually miss is what? What is it? And I want you to be real honest. Be honest. Think within yourself. What do you really miss? You don't miss who they were. So let's get that out of there right now. You don't miss who they were. You miss the version of yourself you were becoming. You miss the future that you have once imagined. You also miss the consistency that you hope for. See, right now, you're grieving the potential, not reality. And that distinction, it really matters. Because it's tough when you're grieving what it could have been. That's what you're grieving. You're not grieving reality. If you started over with the same spirit, the same attitudes, with the same mistakes, with the same lifestyle, it's going to be the same problems. right? You're going to end up in the same boat. So you got to get that. Let's move to point 4 real quickly. Why do your body still reach for them? Now, this one is going to hit you a little hard. See, your body, it doesn't miss character. It misses regulation. It misses the things that was familiar. It misses the routine. It misses things that was predictable at the time, right? Even unhealthy patterns can feel stabilizing. It can feel normal. It can feel right because those patterns are consistent. Somebody comment for me, lifestyle. See, sometimes the lifestyle that you've been living so long have been so familiar to you, have been so routine and so predictable, it just starts feeling like it's right, only because it's consistent. So by you listening to messages like this and you trying to heal and get to the next level and you're being consistent with it, guess what happens? You get a breakthrough. But let's get back to this. See, those patterns and because you was consistent, that doesn't mean that, again, that they was good for you. It means that your body is learning a new baseline. So yes, it's okay to feel that I feel like I need to reach for them. I feel like I have to have them close. You're used to that. You're safe in that. The next point I want to talk about is why going back feels so tempting. Why does it play with your mind? Why does it feel so tempting? See, going back isn't about love. It's about relief most of the time. Relief from uncertainty. Especially if you are a woman and you don't have your own finances. You haven't met the next guy that's going to take care of you like you once was being taken care of. You don't have a person that you can know for sure, right, that's going to do certain things. Some people go back because she may say, I'm too lonely. He may say, I'm too lonely. And you just want relief. You want to feel something. Some people go back because they don't want to rebuild. Because sometimes doing what's hard it hurts. See, that pull that you're feeling, that's not the truth. It's withdrawal. The person you once had was your addiction. And I got to be honest with you. You was addicted to them. You lived. They help you get through life for a certain period of time. See, the brain prefers familiar pain over unfamiliar peace. And that is sad, but it's human. I want to stop right now and say, it's okay. You're human. Everybody have felt the pain of withdrawal that even comes from death. You know is that a person is not going to be around anymore. So it's okay. It's okay that your brain sometimes it prefers that toxic familiar pain over the unfamiliar peace. It's okay. And the only reason that you're feeling this is because familiar pain is predictable. You know the rules. You know what to expect. Sometimes, and most of the times, you could almost know how far it would go. See, peace, though, peace is quiet, and quiet can feel unsafe when you lived in chaos. So going back, it feels tempting because it feels known. Most people don't go back because they believe the lie again. They go back because they don't trust themselves to build something new with somebody. And that's not failure. That's, my friend, is what you call the fear of the unknown. Oh, my goodness. And this is why a lot of generationals, families and people that you may know, they stay stuck because of the fear of the unknown. I don't want to invest because the fear of the unknown. See, going back isn't about wanting them. It's about wanting the discomfort to stop. And I got to be honest. I really believe that, that saying they say, if there's no pain, there's no gain. We have amazing people in this world. We have amazing relationships that come to an end. We have amazing business decisions that come to an end. We have a lot of things that are amazing, sometimes that come to an end where you have to separate yourself and go a different direction because of a certain issue. And sometimes you want to go back because going back is easy. Going back feels, it stops the withdrawal that you're going through. It stops it. Only for a season, though. And you're still in the same boat. So I want to tell you, the pain that you feel, you have to go through it. You have to accept it. You have to be okay with it. You have to learn how to accept the pain and grow with the pain. Yes, I know it hurts. Yes, I do. I do. But the discomfort of your life being hindered and not growing is way more important than the discomfort of what you feel. Don't let your feel steal your future. I hope you heard what I just said. Don't let your feel steal your future. Let's move on to point 6. I want to tell you what not to do when you miss them. What not to do. Don't shame yourself. Don't romanticize. Don't rush replacement. So many people just shame themselves and they say it's my fault. I'm ashamed of myself for even this and allowing that and blah, blah, blah. Don't romanticize. Don't be looking through old pictures, old videos. Because I want to say, if you do that, you're most likely going back for at least another taste. Because you're romanticizing. You are literally looking at old pictures and videos and saying, oh my God. And then the major mistake that people make, now I see this a lot in women before men. And I'm only making this distinction because it's just something that's common that everybody talks about. A woman would try to rush because she want to feel loved. She want to feel something. So she'll try to rush a replacement. And now everybody do it. Men do it too. We all are human. We all make the same mistakes. But when you try to rush a replacement so fast, all it causes is you to be attached to more people. And that's why sometimes I say when a woman get wild or get away from a relationship, she's wild now. She's loose. Well, a lot of you don't understand the psychology. Most women are trying to find a replacement. Find somebody and they want to give something good to them like they've been giving somebody for all this time and think that that person is just going to accept. But hey, look, the dating world is not easy. Men, don't go out here and, get this money and then try to hurry up and replace, your ex with somebody, and you're trying to spend money and now you're just being pimped. Now the lady is spending all of your money. Whole bunch of people, you're just giving so much money away that you could be investing into yourself and maybe into a new business, to new ideas. Don't make those mistakes. Don't confuse missing them with meaning that they was right. See, we do this. Maybe that was right. Maybe she had a good point, bro. No. Betrayal is never right. I don't care what anybody says. Betrayal is never right. Somebody betray you, run to God. Yeah. Let's move along. You have to know this, that missing them is a phase, not a directive. So don't confuse missing them with meaning they changed. Missing someone, it doesn't mean they changed. So quit that. I don't care if they tell you, oh, I got saved, babe. I gave my life to God and I've been working on myself and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes that's just game because they hurting too. And they want to always control you. Missing them is a phase, not a directive. Just because you miss them don't mean that they're different now. It may mean that you've changed. You stop numbing. You stop avoiding. Feeling is returning. It doesn't mean that the situation is improved. It means that you're present again. See, missing them is a feeling. You feel. You're human. It's okay. You feel. But it's not a command. It's not a command. And the last point that I want to make is I want to talk about how attachment actually releases. See, attachment, it doesn't break through force. It doesn't. Many people, they want to forcefully. That's not how attachment break. It releases through consistency. I want you to listen to that and get that in your brain because that's going to help you. When your body experiences safety without chaos, peace without anxiety, clarity without apology, it slowly let go. No drama, no ceremony, just clean recalibration. See, attachment releases when you stop needing them to understand. Why you stop explaining. I'm just trying to tell you that's, some of you right now, you're like, I don't even have to explain myself anymore. Yep. Yeah. I stopped rehearsing conversations. I stopped waiting on validation. See, the moment you no longer need recognition from the source of the womb, attachment loses its grip. So that really means that you don't care what they think no more. In a nutshell, you don't care what they think about you, about your growth, about the past, about the future. See, attachment, it doesn't release when you fight it. It releases when your body feels safe without it. I know you may not understand. I know you may not get it, but I want you to listen to this again until it actually clicks. I want you to send this to some people that you know that's been trying to reset after a betrayal. But let's do a reset practice. I want you to pause for a moment. Whatever you're doing, I want you to take a deep breath. And I want you to ask yourself these questions. What do I miss? The person or the feeling I hope they'll give me? Which one? What do I miss? The person or the feeling I hope they'll give me? Now I want you to say this. If you're in the office listening to this, if you somewhere you can't say it out loud, say it quietly. But if you can say this loud, I want you to repeat this after me. Missing doesn't mean returning. Clarity is still clarity. I can honor my feelings without betraying myself. Now let that settle in your spirit. You don't need more information. You need alignment. And alignment begins the moment you stop fighting what you already know. Take what landed, leave what didn't, and give yourself permission to reset. I'll see you on the next one. Now don't let this go over your head. Straight up.